Hey everyone, a nerd named Mark here, and it's time to go over episode 5 of Ultraman Blazar. I almost said Kamen Rider Blazar. Um, I so we're about 20% done with the season. We're 5 episodes in. I do enjoy that once again we got another original kaiju, and this time it's a quadruped, which obviously means it's on all four legs. This one is called Dorgo. I really enjoyed this. The whole thing of the episode is basically the GGF is testing out this new railgun system, and they end up mounting it basically on these pillars that end up being a part of the back of Dorgo. Another cool thing is this actually takes place where they're conducting the tests in the rural mountain area, this and that, where Anri's originally from. And I was like, okay, this is really cool. This is basically more backstory, more character building for Anri. Uh, they're doing all these tests. Her friend, her childhood friend, I believe Mizuho, shows up and is basically, telling them to stop. There, there's a kaiju in the mountains somewhere. It's been causing earthquakes. They're gonna wake it up. I like that they were building a lot. There's a lot of like lore to this because it's like one of those things where this is their shrines. They're talking about, hey, you don't want to anger them or wake them up. And the cool thing is Anri, basically seeing her hometown childhood friend is in the when you watch it in Japanese with subtitles, it's subtle, but when you do listen to the English dub, like I said, I watch both versions before I do my review. They gave Anri and her friend kind of like a Minnesota type accent, so like you could tell basically when she's with Scarred and this and that, and now she's really trying to suppress that accent, and then here she goes. She lets it slip out. You can kind of see she has like kind of like a shocked look at her face when the accent does come out. Um, I get that. Uh, I grew up in the farm town in Connecticut, and when I moved to California, everyone's like, "Oh, what's that accent? Where are you from?" I feel like I don't have an accent. There are times where when I do get very amped up and I'm talking like family and this and that, my tone does change, but I don't think I have an accent, so to speak. But that was a nice like touch from the dub standpoint and the voice actors and actresses. Like that's a nice touch. I like that. I appreciate that. So obviously, Dorgo wakes up and because they're testing out the rail guns and the mega shot, which is called mega shot, and Earth Guard's there, and they're testing things out. And Dorgo wakes up, and I like the subtle thing where it's like been sleeping for what 1,000 years, and Dorgo doesn't even attack when Dorgo first wakes up. It goes to get a drink. Like that's the first thing it wants to do. Um, I do like because it was Anri focused. Her and Gento, they are climbing up the back while it's technically still asleep before to basically put this deity statue, like spear thing, into the shrine, which has a tiny hole because they find uh, Mizuho has a scroll. It's just like, hey, if we put this in the back, it should, put it back to sleep. Basically, this, okay. Cool thing is we got a transformation where Dorgo wakes up and Gento falls off of its back. And while it got me kind of dizzy from the camera work, it was intriguing to see Gento transform while falling and basically all around while dropping. Me, I'm just like, listen, I've dropped change at a vending machine before standing still. I would not be able to take this coin or disc thing to put into the transformation device while falling. I personally can't do it. I like I said, I've dropped change basically at a vending machine, so I don't have the coordination to handle that. The fighting was good to an extent. We got an awkward scene where Blazar basically breaks his little spear thing in half and bends all the way back, like crab walking, and throws the spears to take the railguns off of Dorgo's back. We even got Earth Garon doing some John Woo jumping, spitting in there while shooting. I was like, all right, this is all cool. Um, it's interesting that what this is a kaiju that basically once they got the Anri got the statue back in place, Ultraman Blazar pushed Dorgo into a nice little nap spot. Uh, did not destroy the kaiju. I was like, okay, we're not like just because it's a kaiju of the week and it's not. They're not destroying every kaiju. This one's asleep now, you know. And I like that balance of okay, we don't have to defeat it and destroy it. We just have to get it back. And they even say, okay, hopefully this will make Dorgo sleep for another 1,000 years. Um, it wasn't the best episode out of the five. I think it's nice that we're still doing some lore and world building, but then when you think about 20% into the season, like, you know, and there was a line at the end where, Anri even says it's nice to go home or be home. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on with Gento? We still haven't met the family. He hasn't gone home yet. I don't know if we're gonna get more character introduction focused not introduction, character focused episodes for the other members of Scarred before this happens and we finally get the family. I know next week is like a clip show, um, so there's that. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the episode. Dorgo's design. I like the like I said, the quadruped kaijus. I like that design. It gave me very like Ultra Q, Ultraman 66 vibes, like old school style kaiju design. I like it a lot, except for the ring that was over the top of that, like that little archway, like hoop thing. That didn't really do it from everything about it's about the design. Kind of reminded me like Torkoal from freaking Pokemon. I was like, you know what, this is, but it was a really good kaiju design. I like me some kaijus, and I do think they're really knocking it out of the park with this season with the original kaijus introduced. I'm curious when we're gonna get some returning kaijus because I don't think we're gonna get original kaijus only in this season. I haven't really looked into it, but I'm very curious to see what is going to happen. But with that being said, are you still watching Ultraman Blazar? I'm not going to go over like the views and how many things like that's, it's important, but at the same time, they're all hitting over 2 million. Like I said, 7 million for the first episode. So I'm just glad everyone's enjoying Ultraman Blazar. I'm I'm glad to see Ultraman is constantly being talked about on social media now. This is really cool. There was one ad while watching this. I need that Ultraman Blazar SH figure art. I'm getting that. I need that so much, so bad. And I haven't really gotten any SH figure arts for Ultraman in quite some time. So I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and I'm going to have to pick that up. But that's it for the review. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you're still watching Ultraman Blazar, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button. I did my second live stream yesterday. We finished the King Osier Yudos. This upcoming Saturday, I will be making the Legend Shoe God Mini Plus set. And, well, actually, I'm going to do a poll, either on Twitter or on here. Either that or I'm going to make the Shin Kamen Rider figurized model kit. So, with that being said, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.